Hello, friends. It's great to see you again. It's time for team time with Miss Teresa. Together, we're going to do some exercises and active movement. So let's see if you remember, and maybe we can come up with another idea of something to do for our warm up. Because remember, you do some warm up exercises while I chat with your parents real quick, all right? So let's see, there was a couple different ones we did. Remember, we did jumping jacks. Miss Teresa's going to take off her badge because it's hopping all over the place. And my necklace. All right, so we did jumping jacks. And do you remember the two letters that you used to use jumping jacks? Remember what two letters was it? Was it a Z or a T or an O? Nope, it was a letter X and a letter I, correct? So you can start with an I or X, whatever you want, and then you alternate. You do straight, and then X, and then I, and then X. All right, and then you can do as many as you want. You can do our firework jumps. Now, firework jumps, remember you squat down, you hold your hands here, and you're going to push up and out and go like that. And that feels good to stretch out your legs and your arms. We did balancing. Remember when we did balancing? Putting your hand out, put your arm up, and you try and balance. And you could try and do both legs. We did toe touches. So with toe touches, now you could be really tricky and try and do the windmill ones, which is your hand on one side and your foot on the other side, and try and bring your arm around and windmill and touch on the other side, and windmill and touch on the other side. But that may be too difficult, so you might just do the same side hand, same side of your leg. And you can touch and touch. Let's see, who came to visit? Hello. So we had a neighborhood visitor came to visit. So you know how you have all kinds of people in your neighborhood that you see. His shirt had said Joe Cool, I think. Maybe he's Joe Cool. Let me find out what he's doing. So you keep doing your exercises while I find out. So do you want me to leave?
You have everything. I mean, when you get off the floor,
Yes, so you want me to put up all the
yeah,
chairs?
whatever you don't.
All right. So, friends, my neighborhood helper is here to get our classroom ready. So I'm going to pause in the video and then I'll put the two videos together because they are working hard to keep our classrooms looking good. I'm trying to look to see. If they don't need me right now, I might as well keep recording, right? Okay, so we did all of our, so you got your warm-ups, you ready to go? Now, here's my challenge when you do it this time. I want you to see if you can sing your ABCs when you're doing them. So when you're doing your jumping jacks, you do A, B, C, D, or if you're doing your rocket or firework jump, you could go A and then keep going and doing all your letters. So can you try and do all your letters while I do a chat with you, Big? So Biggs, it is really important when we are trying to teach our kids things. They are four, they're little, and we want to make it an enjoyable thing. Also, as you know, 4-year-olds like to move, right? So when you're teaching them anything, if you involve tactile, large motor, make it a game, make it multisensory, that they hear and look and listen, even if it's something that they taste, if you're involving all the senses, it helps them to remember what they're doing, all right? So when you're teaching them the names of the alphabet and the sounds of the alphabet of our letters, it's really important and it will help them to remember more if you are involving all of their senses or their body, or if maybe they're a child that really likes music, you can involve music. If they really like movement, then do something with movement. But you know your child best, so you want to find out which avenue they learn the best through. All right. So today I am going to do some alphabet aerobics with you. So this is A through Z. Now you could do this even without the cards, but if you want cards, I could email you a link in the comments and you could print one off. But you can do A through Z and just come up with different things that you would move your body with. Oh, there he is. He's sneaking up. Oh, you see him? He went by. He's fast, huh? He is very fast, and we are so appreciative that he's helping us out because we all we're all working together to keep our classrooms and our our rooms looking good and being healthy. Okay, so here's our first one. So I'm going to move all the way back here. Miss Teresa needs to make sure that she speaks nice and loud. Not too far back. Forward and backwards. All right, so this is letter A, and letter A says make circles with your ankle. Now, your ankle is in between your foot and your shin, and ankles making circles, you're going around like this. And you're going around and around. Let's try your other foot. Go around and around. You can go clockwise or you can go counterclockwise. All right? So that is for letter A. Letter B. You are going to balance on one foot. We've been doing that. So you can balance on one foot. Or try and balance on the other foot. Super duper. What letter is going to come next? Do you know? If you said C, you are correct. C is an easy one. Clap with your hands. Oh, could you repeat me? Watch what I do. Can you repeat it? I did. So I did 2 claps, then I paused, and then I did 3 claps together, all right? So you can clap, all right? After C is going to come letter D. You're right, dance. How do you dance? Do you dance fast? Do you dance slow? Or do you not dance at all like my husband because he doesn't like to dance? All right? So you can dance. And dancing is really good exercise. It's great. It gets your breath going. All right. So after D is E. E is elevate your arms. Elevate is a fancy word for lift high, okay? If I was elevating my cards, I'd bring them up high. So elevate is like this. Elevate my arms. Elevate my arms. I'm bringing them up higher, okay? After E comes F. F is flex your muscles. Do you have muscles that you can flex? Or, as my grandson, he does this. Like that. You flex your muscles, okay? And if you lift heavy things, you can increase your muscle mass. After F is G. Grab the star so you can reach to the right and the left and the right and the left. Well, maybe you could dance. You can get in our video and dance.
Oh, man.
You missed letter D. All right. After G is H. Hop. They have a bunny. Hop on one foot. You can hop, hop, hop on one foot, and then you can switch to the other foot. Hop, 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 hop on one foot. Okay? After H comes I. Oh, Miss Teresa does not want to get on the floor and act like an inchworm. But you would lay on your belly and scooch up and down. See how far you can go and act like an inchworm. All right, after I comes J. J is jumping jacks. We've been doing really good with that. All right, so how about we do our jumping jacks, and we're going to go A through Z. Do you think you can do it? Take some good deep breath because it's 26 letters that we're going to do our alphabet. All right, you ready? So we're going to start with letter I, and then we switch to X. Now, you got to be separating your legs, too, to make an X. This is an I with your hands down at your side, your feet together. X, you want to have your feet apart, legs apart at the same time. And then I, and then X. All right, you ready? So we're going to go A to Z. You ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. How did you do? I feel warmer. My breath is moving quicker, so I am getting good exercise if my heart rate is getting elevated. All right, after J is right, K. So karate kicks. Do any of you take karate? Karate is great for self-control and self-defense. All right, so karate kicks. They often use their arms and they kick out or they kick to the side. How do you doing? Can you do your right leg? And they make noises, right? Or they do high ones. Sometimes they do something called a roundhouse. And I think they step and they come around with this foot. I'm not very good at karate, but I'm moving and that's what counts, all right? So if they step and they bring their foot around. So if you do it inside, make sure there's nothing close that you're going to knock around, right? So karate, kick, and kick. All right. After K comes letter L. L is lift your legs. So Miss Teresa's going to have to lay down on the ground for this. I'll go far enough so you can see me. Okay? And I'm going to lay down on my back. All the way down. And I'm going to lift my legs. You think you can count to 10 as we do it? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. You did it, friends. We lifted our legs. All right. After L is what letter? M. You are right. M is march in place, okay? So marching in place doesn't mean you're moving around. You're staying stable right here. So march. You want to bring your knees up as high as you can to march in place. Very good. Marching. Do you think you can march and spell your name? Because if I did my name and I was marching, I'd do one letter for each time I bring my knee up. You ready? So if I was doing my name, Teresa, I would go like this. Teresa. Can you try and do your name? Let's see. Miss Desiree's sitting over here cutting, so I'm going to spell her name. Okay, she is Desiree. How do you do? Did you do your name? You have what I think I have 6 letters in my name. How many letters do you have in your name? Because some of you have short names and some of you have long names. All right, so after M comes N. Nod your head. Nod your head. That's an easy one to do, right? Uh-huh. My friend Kiora was on Zoom with me yesterday, and she was doing some head banging like this. She was making me giggle. She was banging her head, and she had hair. It was coming over like that. Can you nod your head? Yeah. All right, after N comes O. O, jump over a pillow. Now, this is when Miss Teresa fell during the summertime. I'm going to do a very little pillow so I do not fall. Oh, I'm going to pretend that this is a little itty bitty little pillow, and I'm going to put it on the ground, and I'm going to jump over it, because over starts with the letter O. So I'm going to jump over, and I can jump over again, and no tumbles, okay? So you can jump over things, but just make sure you do it safely. All right, after O comes letter P. You are right. P means push-ups. Oh, boy, these are tough. But I can try and show you how to do them. So you're going to have to lay on the ground, and you put your hands beside you, and then you're going to push your body up. You ready? All right, here we go. Okay, so you want to lay down on the ground, put your hands right beside your body, and then you're going to push up like that. And then you're going to bend at the elbows, and then up. And then bend at the elbows and up. You want to try and not let your belly swoop down, but you want to keep your body straight. And it's tough to do. You can feel it in your arms, but push-ups are a great way to build your muscles. Okay, after P for push-ups was Q, quickly. Oh, quickly walk in place. So I'm not marching. I'm walking in place. Remember, before we were marching in place, that meant we stayed in the same spot. Quickly, Q, quickly walking in space. Good job. All right. Oh, I've skipped after Q comes R. Now we can run in place. So it's not like marching. It's not like walking. I'm bringing my legs up a little higher, but not as high as marching. And I'm not leaving them as low as walking. Okay, so running in place. Running is a great way to exercise. All right, after R comes letter S. S, sit-ups. Oh, Miss Teresa's going to need a nap after this. All right, so sit-ups. I'll come back here so you can see. And they're called sit-ups because you sit up from a sitting position. Now I sit, I bend my knees, and you're going to lay all the way back, and then you're going to sit up without grabbing on your knees, and it's often hard. Sometimes people put their hands behind their back, and then they sit up like this. And then you lay back again, and then sit up like this. And you can feel it right in your abdomen where you are working your muscles. And then sit up. Oh, some people do fancy things like this, and they put elbow to knee, but I'm not going to do that. It's enough for me just to do a push-up. All right? So that is great exercise to do push-ups. I'm sorry, sit-ups. My apologies. All right, after S is T. You are right. Touch your toes. All right. So for touching my toes, this is where you want to stretch a lot because you do not want, and you don't want to bounce, all right? Put your hands out, bend over at your waist, and try and touch your toes. But you don't want to bounce because it could pull the muscles in your legs too much, all right? So we're going to put our hands out and reach and touch. And if you can't get it the first couple times, if you do it every day, your muscles will start to get more limber and stretched out, and you will be able to touch your toes without a problem. All right, after T comes what letter? You are right. If you said letter U. U, I'm back on the floor again. This one is unicycle, okay? So we're going to lay on the floor. We're going to put our legs in the air, and then we're going to move our legs back and forth, pretending that we are riding a unicycle. Are you ready? All right. So I'm going to lay on the ground. I'm going to put my feet up in the air, and then I'm going to do like I'm riding a motorcycle. You can even hold your hands. You could go like this. Get more exercise like you're riding a unicycle. Can you go fast? Remember we talked about tempo? Or you go slow tempo, or fast, or slow. Okay, now don't get all the way up because our next letter after U comes letter V, and V is volcano. So if we're down low and we pop up and out, we can pretend that we are a volcano. Are you ready? So I'm crouched down in a squat, and I'm going to push up and out like a volcano. You ready? Try it again. Squat down and up and out. So that is very similar to our firework jump that we do in our warm-ups. All right, so a couple more letters. After V comes W. W, make windmills with your arms. Remember, one of our warm-ups is similar to that we do our toe touch, but windmills are like this. And this feels really good. It stretches out all the muscles across your chest. You can go forward, and now you can go backwards. Windmill arms, backwards. Oh, that feels good. Stretching out all the muscles on the front and the back of your chest. Okay, after W comes what letter? Did you say X? Then you were right. Now, X is pick your exercise. Of all the exercises that we've done already, which exercise would you like to do the best? I think I'm going to do balancing. I like to do balancing. Which one are you going to pick, all right? So let's count to 5, and then everybody pick your exercise. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exercise. So I'm going to do my balancing exercise on one foot, and then I'm going to switch to my other foot. All right, how did you do? Which exercise did you pick? All right, after X is letter Y. Miss Teresa's ready to yawn, but that's not an exercise. Y is pretending you're using a yo-yo. So a yo-yo, it's on a string, you let it out, bring it back up. So let it out, bring it back up. After Y is the last one, Z. You run in a zigzag. Run in a zigzag, back and forth. All right, friends, you did awesome doing our alphabet aerobics. And it was so nice to see you again. I'm so glad that you joined us. And keep exercising, keep moving to keep yourselves healthy, all right? We love you and miss you. See you soon.